everybody says the same thing. He always had that warm smile. Usually a glass in his hand, but always that warm smile. Everybody says that about Joseph. He always had that grin on his face, and he did. Nothing was ever a bother to help.
There was 7 of us fishing, and 6 fish caught, and he hooked the lot himself. So it was quite a good trip, you know. As rough as hell, I was lucky to get out, and we all come home with a good feed. You know. That's 50-pound grubber, and 5 others down there. Good fishing. We've been away for 2 nights, really. 2 nights, and we just come out of the museum in Owaka, and a contractor there pulled up beside us, asked if we were from Christchurch. He said the CTV building was down and the other one, and it was while he's telling us we felt a second shake down there. So it's covered a lot of ground in it. It's a second shake. Joy got a bad feeling. Within the hour, you know, no contact.
Joe would always, every day, we would have contact with Joe. Every single day, he would ring. He would ring at night, and I'd say, "What do you want, boy? I'm just ringing up to check that you and the old man are okay." Always used to ring every night, didn't he? And in the daytime, it was very regular. So when I never got a text from him, and when he didn't phone, I started to get worried. And then when I found out that the first quake was 10 to 1, I knew it was his lunch break. And he would be out of the City Council building and wouldn't be at Civil Defence. So that was when the panic started to set in, well and truly, about Joe. So later on that night, I managed to access our phone here, and there was a message on the answer phone from Christchurch Hospital, left here at 2:33 in the afternoon, that we couldn't get, saying, were we the parents of Joseph? If we were to ring the hospital immediately or go there straight away. So we tried ringing the hospital. They never had a Joseph there. About midnight, the phone call came from the police, from this lady. She said, "You realise I'm acting unofficially, but it's the worst news possible about your son." And I said, "Are you sure it's him?" And she said, "Very, very sure."
Police were there. It's sort of starting to get organised, but they were just, everything was new to them too, you know. Things were well and truly up in the air, but they didn't know where Joseph was. They thought he'd gone to Burnham and that we should go home and wait.
It was pretty hard, but we had to go round to Joseph's house after we'd been to the hospital and tell his flatmate that we thought Joe had gone, because everybody was looking for Joseph. The Civil Defence people were looking for Joseph, that they were. We came in home and there were 15 messages left on our answer phone from Joseph's friends all looking for him. On the Thursday morning, our family doctor had heard, and he came in and he said, "Leave it with me." So at midday on the Thursday, the police rang and said they had located who they believed was our son. And I said, "Where was he all this time?" And they said, "In the morgue at Christchurch Hospital." Well, there was a young Air Force medic, and we didn't know at the time, and then we found out a couple of days later that he found Joseph, and he saw Joseph lying under the rubble beside a lady. And what we had been told, Joseph was trying to help this lady, that he was.
Yeah, I think they both just got caught up in a rush, I think, you know. One might have been helping the other along, but they ended up under the roof on
Yeah.
the floor close to the footpath. They just didn't quite get out in time.
The Air Force medic came down 2 weeks ago and met us and told us Joseph was within 2 metres of getting out from the exit on High Street. But he said he firmly believes that Joseph was trying to help the lady, and that was how he got caught.
Well, it seems that way, yeah.
Just typical Joe. Because he's helped people before. He's done CPR on people on the street before and done first aid on people and things like that before. So, you know, if he could help someone, he would. That he would.
It's just, I don't know. Yeah, I looked out here and it's just a mass of people, isn't it?
We had city
We
council minutes.
just wasn't ready for that. But it happened, we all walked around the road to the cemetery around the road. And, they give them a good send-off, you know.
They reckon there were close to 1,500 people here. He had 120 friends without any relations at his 40th birthday 2 months before, didn't he?
Yeah, we told him he had to cut it back, otherwise he'd go to Christchurch for the party. But, we managed just as well, you know.
He had it
It was
all
a good
here.
night.
Yeah.
Yeah. If we could do that all over again, can we? 40th. That was good.
Yeah. Didn't think 2 months later they were all going to come back again for his funeral. But his friends talked about him at his 40th birthday, and some of them got upset trying to talk about Joe at his 40th. But they did. They said that Joe loved life, but most of all he loved the people in it. And it's exactly right, hey? He had friends in their 60s. He had friends in their teenage years. He just reached out, didn't he, to so many people that he did. Our next door neighbours in their 60s, and Joe and him are best mates. He was a good friend to you.
Didn't matter who it was, what age. Got on with everybody. It's hard to, it just doesn't seem real, you know. The whole thing.
He just made every day better for us. He was a good son, wasn't he?
Yeah. He has a lot of things we did together, but when you think of the things we didn't do, you know, it just should have been twice as much what we did, you know. A lot of places we could have been, should have, more fishing, all this sort of stuff, you know.
Really good boy, wasn't he?
Just the best.
He was.
Yeah.